Damn, cowboy bell. That hurts.
You've got mail.
Yeah, should be good.
You've got.
Fine. Oh, yeah. I just laid it on my phone. Yeah, I just worried about my car, so I looked back a few times. Just anxiety.
You've got mail.
Yeah, send that message real quick. Oh yeah, filter the messages so I can see them all. What the heck? Why do you keep playing the halfway? I don't know, that's strange. Yeah, so I showed different roadways. I can't do this live stream for long because my phone battery's pretty low. It was high, but my phone was a little bit low. I was going to another park and my phone battery's at like, come on, bollocks, 54%. So when it starts to get low, I'll have to cut the video because it's going to upload while I drive. And that's going to really ruin my battery.
You've got mail.
Just Jag is here. There you go. Yeah, he's doing a little walk in the park live stream. Oh, one of the parks. There's probably at least like, God, there's probably like 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 parks. So I know there's quite a bit because there's a lot of small ones and there's a really massively big one. And then there's this one, which is actually near my old high school where I used to go. This is where we used to run, one of the areas we used to run track and gym. Well, if they still do. I know they did, but that was back in like 2008 to 12, so being that was over 10 years ago. But I think they still do it though. I know they did last year. They had the high school kids doing the running. Remember, I think this whole thing is a mile, I think, but I can't remember. Ooh, got everybody in here. Holy shit. There we go, get everybody. Damn, 4 legs. Hey, yeah, you got Jag. Oh yeah, and Jag is my part of my guy that's on my team. It's an editor. Basically, he edited the Rainbow Wolf logo and the intro music and stuff like that. Well, he's good too. He's good. I don't know how he does it though. But he's one of those people. He's one of those people that's like one of those computer geniuses that are really good at computers. How? I have no idea. I tried to figure it out, but I don't know. I can never understand how people do that. Well, I'm glad he does though, because it really helped my channel. Hey, what does it say? Used to wait, Labubu. That's actually funny. I collect Labubus, and you got the name Labubu. There you go. That's actually kind of funny. I actually got Labubu videos too. I got the Sprite Labubu, Pepsi one, the discontinued Coke one, 4 minis. I just got recently a baby blue one. Oh, I was like, what the heck was that?
You've got mail.
Good morning, Jessica. For me, it's 5:02 a.m. here in New Jersey. Well, technically New Jersey, but some people from other states think that we call it New Jersey. I'm like, no, not really. I mean, I do because I think it sounds funny, but it's a good park too. This is where I used to go in high school for running. Well, we have an actual track on the football field that we do in my high school, and then there's this area too, and which I always did too because I was like the fastest runner in my entire class. I should have ran track when I was in high school too, but of course I listened to my my ex-girlfriend now. At the time she was.
You've got mail.
And unfortunately she kept on complaining, oh, I'm not going to see you much, and this and that, and of course I gave in. My teacher always said you should really run track. Unfortunately back then I didn't, which I would kind of wish I did. That's because though too, I was in much better shape back then too. A lot better shape. I remember I was about. Cause remember me and my best friend. I had this one friend here. He was a Jamaican kid, but we were best friends because we used to say each other. Hey, we used to call each other blood brothers. People were looking like, huh? We're like, well, not really. And so we're just really close friends. We're just extremely close. But he was my workout buddy, helped me to lift weights and stuff. Well, then we used to wrestle each other, everything else, and go crazy. Well, then then we kind of did like a wingman thing and stuff like that. Like, done, and subscribe. There you go, Jessica. Oh, welcome to YouTube family. And those are just coming in. Jag is my editor who created the Rainbow Wolf and the intro music. Well, other music intros too.
You've got mail.
Multiple samples. And I'm getting a text message. I'm about to stop for a minute. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just got a text message real quick. Okay. Continue now. It's gonna make sure that sends. 5 likes, 3 comment reviews. There's Shout Out Ryan. Shout Out Ryan's back. There you go. Well, you can take your bike too. I used to take my Razor scooter like back in the early to late 2000s, early 2010s. Eventually, I got to. I have a bicycle too. I have a family's bicycle that's from like 1977. Because that's the year my mother was born. And a really old vintage bicycle. I just gotta fix it up. Cause it needs has one of those like big fat headlights they used to have in the 70s for those bikes and stuff like that. I just gotta fix it up. It was because it was in a couple of floods, but it still works. I tried to take it to a bike shop, but they complained, oh, it was in a flood. It's not really worth the time. You should just throw it. I'm like, throw it out, dude. This bicycle is old. Old bike is older than me. Like, I was born in '94. This thing's older than me. It's the same. The bike is as old as my mother. Okay. I'm gonna have to do the math, but see, 1977 and 2025 and 12 or what, close to 50, I think. Oh, I'm not good at mental math. I'm good at math. I just can't do it in my head that well. I would need a calculator and all that. Well, if I had a pen and paper, I thought I could. But yeah, it's hard to see, but that's my old high school. Piscataway High School in Piscataway, New Jersey. Home to the Piscataway Chiefs. Because our symbol was it's like the Native American Indian chief. That was our symbol, but it was like a yellow one because our colors were yellow. But I don't know, some say yellow and black, and some say gold and black, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. Black and yellow, basically. Do you remember when I was a teenager, I won the Wiz Khalifa song, Black and Yellow? Remember a lot of us used to say, oh yeah, that should be our theme song, Black and Yellow. But of course the teachers heard the lyrics and they're like, oh, those lyrics are a little graphic. I'm like, well, also forget the graphic. Just a song like Black and Yellow, that's our colors. That'd be kind of an interesting theme song. There's that one. That one's here. Yeah, this is my old walking path. Park. What the hell am I talking about? Yeah, my old park right by my high school. Piscataway High School, as I mentioned in the football on. Yeah, because I attended Piscataway High School in New Jersey. Not the best experience in the world, but some parts were good. This actually used to have water, but now it's like, as you can tell, bone dry. And it's got tons of grass all over it. It used to have water, but that was back in like 2010, 11, and 12. Sometime, a few years after that, it started to dry up a little bit. Unless there's a flood, if there's a hurricane, then usually it's wet, but then it just doesn't last as long. Let's see. I'm gonna flip it up so you guys can see the back. I'm walking. And she got this field. Because people will do is they'll play when the high school's not, on session. which obviously isn't now, which is why I chose now to do it, you know, and all that stuff. Oh, God, I'm out of breath. You got the bike path you can do. You got portable bathrooms. Well, in New Jersey, they call it something else, but I don't like saying that works. I feel weird saying it. But, yeah. And you take that path. It's what I used to take to go running in school, high school. Oh, man, I could. No, that'd be hard now. Well, if I get in better shape, I probably could. Because I was like the fastest runner in the gym. Remember, it was me and my Jamaican friend. Me and him were like the fastest runners in the gym. And of course, when I was in high school, we'd always have to compete and outrun each other to impress the girls, of course. Knowing this. Oh, yeah. And stuff. I used to, once in a while, I like to walk here because it brings me all the memories from school. And I used to walk with my friends on this path. God, pack. What the heck am I talking? That's the wrong word. But yeah, I told him to, and that's my high school. I'll have to see if I can show it better. I ordered Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 for Switch. There you go. He's going to play the Nintendo Switchy and get Mario. It's a me, Mario. There we go. I used to be able to do it a lot better, but my voice acting for Mario is kind of rusty. I used to do it. I used to be able to do it a lot better. Oh God, when I was a teenager, I remember everybody would laugh about it, be like, "Oh," everybody would say, "Oh my God, you sound just like Mario." Oh, it's kind of hard to do it now. Well, then again, too, my voice is deeper than it was in high school. In high school, I had like that Michael Jackson voice, like that soft, kind of like, you know, not too deep voice. And then as I got older, it got a little bit more deeper and scratchier kind of sound to it. But yeah, I remember growing up as a teenager, it was like a little bit deep, but it was like that, like Michael Jackson had that really soft, like, you know, voice that was very soft and smooth, or something to that effect. Oh shit, that's still on there. I watched Mario Galaxy 2 because I saw Yoshi. Yeah, I remember that because you wanted me to play as Yoshi in Mario Kart because I remember you love Yoshi. I'll have to do that for a video again. I think I forgot to do Yoshi in that video for you. Oh yeah, this has been on here. This sticker has been on here since 2010 when I was in high school. It's still here. Share a Coke with Zach. Because I knew, actually funny too, because I had a friend named Zach, and one of my buddies, he decided to be a smart ass and say, "Hey, I should put this on here." And everything, so he smacks it on there. Of course, the teacher yelled at him for it because he smacked the sign. And surprisingly, well, let's see, 15 years later, it's still there. And it's weird because there was a couple of hurricanes that came through here, and that didn't take that sticker off that sign. I'm like, that must be some pretty good ass Diet Coke sticker. Yeah. And back there is like high school. It's hard to kind of get. I'll have to see if I can. I know I did it for videos. I did the high school ASMR roleplay back in the day. I have to do it again some point. Well, being that the school's not there, I might be able to do it then. But my teachers, they don't care if I do it anyway because, you know, it's public. So technically by law I can record in public because, you know, it's a public area. School's out of session, you know. And some of my teachers actually are still there, so they, you know, they said, "No, we don't care." You know, if you do it while the, you know, no one's there, then say, "Well, we don't care." You know, and stuff like that. So I was like, you know, I bet. So I have to do that again. I remember people like that too. I gotta do it again because I like to do that better. Because instead of doing a green screen, doing that artificial crap, you know, it's real. And I like to do that because, you know, it's more real and stuff like that. I mean, I'll do green screens if I have to, but I prefer like this. You know, I prefer the real thing. You know, plus it's, you know, it's the most realistic. Everything. Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm walking on a hill, so I'm kind of out of breath. If I was in high school, I used to have this exercise thing in gym. We had to walk up.
You've got mail.
Yeah, I got mail. I got mail since 1998. When I was 4 years old and started AOL. My old account. Okay. Let's see. Sounds like fun, Ryan. Next time when you write names, add Yoshi. Oh boy, Yoshi. I'll do it for you. I'm feeling. Actually, I could do too. If you like Mario stuff, I could probably do too. Is get a list of what the heck. Why did I scroll up to grab a small branch? You're a funny squirrel. Actually, I should record the squirrels in Atlantic City. Because the squirrels in Atlantic City are so friendly that I remember you could take a peanut and it'll come right up to your hand and take it out of your hand. Remember I did that 2 years ago. I did it with my mother. We fed squirrels by hand in Atlantic City and stuff. But I didn't realize it too until she took a picture. Remember, apparently it was a pregnant squirrel that took food on my hand. I was like, what? Because she said that. I was like, you mean it's pregnant? Is this a squirrel? And I'm looking like, oh shit, that is a pregnant squirrel. Like from the picture, I was like, shit, that is. I was like, oh, I was wondering about that. I was like a little extra nervous, and then it was funny too. It kind of looked at me like, I don't know, like it had this look like it was grateful, so it was kind of funny. I didn't think much of it at the time. I was like, maybe that's why. Imagine a squirrel being allergic to nuts. Oh god, that'd be kind of goofy. All right, so today this is the high school park. Well, technically it's a public park, but the high school borrows it for sporting events, or you can do your own soccer event. You just go to the township and everything. They ask if you could bring your little league here, and if you have a little league that you run, you can bring it right here and do soccer. Well, American soccer, which technically what the Europeans call football, but for us, as we call it, soccer and everything. Or you could do American football, which is that's a little different than what most of the world calls football, but hence why oh, they got rid of those bleachers. Oh, that's no fun. Oh yeah, of course they moved the bleachers over there. Oh, they used to have a bleacher right here. I used to sit on there and have my Wendy's food. Oh, that's no fun. Ooh, someone's got a Mustang. Well, technically Mustang car, but I like to call it Mustang because it sounds funny. But yeah, and then tomorrow I'm gonna show that other park. But you know which one I'm talking about, Alan. But yeah, the ones out there. Oh, that stuff I sent you, but yeah, there's this park that's a really big park. I'm gonna try to show that because it's a really beautiful garden. It's nice too. They even have this flower garden and stuff like that. And because they do different things. You can do events there. You can host your parties there, or if somebody wants to get married, they can get married in this rose garden. Whereas also, well, I guess a flower garden, but they have roses. But it's like a gazebo, and it has like flowers all around it. So you can do different, you can do different events like that. Or people do like a picture day and they'll take like different pictures around there, or some social media influencers. Not a lot, but sometimes people come to take photographs or video. That's like calling handball knee ball. Huh. American football makes no sense because you use your foot in it. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because American football is a lot different. Where you guys do where you guys kick the ball and stuff like that, where for us in American football, technically we do that too, but we call it soccer. And then what your version of our version of football obviously is a little bit different. Since usually you can kick the ball or you can hold the ball and run with it, if that makes any sense. Everything. They tried to put me in football, but I was never really good at it, and I always hated doing football in school because it was embarrassing. I could never do it good. I was too shy. Now I get made fun of a lot for not being able to do football. I was like, I don't know. Bodybuilding and hockey is my thing. I don't know how to do football. Well, it's like basketball. I couldn't do that good either. That's because, too, I used to be with these kids that I didn't get along with, which made it more, stressful, I guess you could say. GTA Home update is out.
You've got mail.
Yeah, it sure is. And that's why I'm going to be making, I haven't made the announcement yet. I guess I kind of should now we're talking about it. But I'm going to be making a GT 5 Halloween POV video, which will probably be a short film because it's going to be at least an hour and 20 or more. I just got to get the subscription. I didn't get a chance to do that yet. Got to go to Dollar General and get the gift card for the subscription for Xbox and get that Game Pass. And hopefully that stupid price jacking they do doesn't get too high. If you pick the ball up and run with it, it defeats the purpose of football. I know, well, that's how it is in America. That's what American football is. I mean, yeah, technically, there's times you kick it, yeah, to send it off to the field, but then you just pick it up like it's a kid or a baby, and then you just run with it. Well, until you get to the end and you usually do that touchdown. Or as I used to do in high school, I used to slam the football on the ground and do some stupid dance a split or a backflip. That's because when I was a teenager, I wanted to show off when I was a teenager. Not so much now, but as a teenager, some things I kind of did. Well, until afterwards, I got nervous because I forgot I was shy, and then I remembered I was shy, and then I got nervous again. And you got little sheds for the sporting stuff. That's been there for years. But they recently repainted it so it looks better. Because the painting job was like, oh, not very good. There you go, Rutgers. College football from New Jersey. It's actually funny to remember when I was first graduated high school. I actually had I remember I had the opportunity to go to Rutgers. I remember it was Rutgers and some other places. I remember it was like 3 or 4 different colleges I think that were trying to get my attention, but at the time I wasn't sure what I wanted to do and stuff like that. And eventually I wanted to do paleontology and get my doctoral degree, but I was going back and forth because I had to go to another state. I had to go away. I think it was like Arizona or somewhere like those desert states, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do it at the time. And then eventually, at the time, when my ex wasn't my ex at the time, you know, she would say, "Oh, you're too old for that. You're like 20 at the time," because at the time I was like 24 or 25. She said, "Oh, you're 24, 25, whatever age I was, something like that. You're too old for college." I'm like, too old? I know people are like 45 going to college. What are you, crazy? How is that old? There you go. Jeffrey. And it's funny, I know someone in real life named Jeffrey too. Actually, yeah, my grandparents' neighbor. There you go. Whew. Yeah, I had to check the light. Actually, the sun's, and that's why I blocked the camera. Looks like I can't see the numbers. It's like if I do it like this, it blends in with the sky, and I can't see with the white clouds in the sky, and I can't see anything. It's like the number disappears. But if I do it like that or cover it, I can see it better. In case you're wondering why I'm like shaking it a little. Oh yeah, I'm like 47% battery. Yeah, so once I get done, I'll do it the live stream as long as I can, but eventually I'll have to end it so that way I don't run and my battery doesn't die. Because I had a power bank, but of course I forgot my Jurassic World book bag in my room. But I was like, yep, of course I forgot it. That doesn't help anything. Boy. I was like, damn, it's freaking bollocks. How did I forget that? And my ridiculously tall shadow. That's because I'm really tall in real life. And you got the Little League across the street. Police department's a little shortly over there where my mother works. Well, my mother's been working since 2000. There you go, Birdie. You want to be in the live stream, Birdie? Oh, you're a friendly birdie. She's going to fly away from me. Reminds me of those birds I used to see at Target when I worked there. Oh, airplane. Probably nothing interesting, but I should anyway, just for the hell of it. Got a Pokemon cap now. Oh yeah, so do I. Remember my buddy Sean when he was in San Antonio, Texas. He went to some game store that's in the area and got me that Pokemon one. There's the deers. I wonder if they're my deers. Probably the only way I'd know if I whistle, if I give them the dinner with the come here whistle. Because usually, like my grandparents, I feed the deer and take care of them. So usually I do a whistle and they come running, wagging their tails. Or once in a while, there's a baby deer that kind of is friendly. And its parents are usually, I don't know if it's a he or she, I can't tell. And it comes, and the parents will be like, at a distance. But they trust me too, so they let their baby walk right up to me. But it's funny too, the baby deer, sometimes they'll just follow me around the yard. I get that? I said, I'm not your parent, baby deer. I said, I'm probably old enough to be, but technically I'm not. There's my getting calls every 5 seconds. I know, I'm going to do it soon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, what's this say? I got Pikachu with Japanese writing on. There you go. Bro's getting a phone call. Yeah, fortunately I'm getting a phone call before we get GTA 6. Horsey! Yeah, there's a horsey in the chat. There you go. Now I can use a saddle and I can put my cowboy hat on, ride your back, and we can run into the sunset. There you go. Actually, yeah, that's all I need is a cowboy hat and my banjo. There you go. And you got the horsey here. We'll be all set. I don't like horses. They scary. Scary? Where's the? Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say horses don't hurt you, don't ride.
You've got mail.
Usually, if you find the right horse, they can be friendly and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks like there's a Little League game going on because now it's getting busy. Oh, I get nervous when there's a lot of people. Where's my keys? My back pocket. Yeah. Horsey emoji. There you go. Boy, they way too big. Oh boy. Why? Because they don't know who you are. Usually horses look at you because they're either curious or they don't know who you are. So they're trying, like I am, but they're probably looking like, oh, you're a human. What kind of human are you? Are you a nice one? An average one? Usually they won't hurt you though. My thing that's pain though is when the bumping when they run. Oh yeah, that sometimes that hurts, especially if they're bony back. Oh god, I used to ride horses, but oh my god, that would hurt so bad. They're gonna hurt my pelvis because you hear the bump. They bump so much that your bones end up hurting. I mean, they can't help it either. It's just how God made horses, but yeah. Okay. I gotta go somewhere too, so I guess I could have everybody in a car. Just gotta make sure I don't play music. Because then YouTube won't let me upload the live stream, and they'll say, oh, copyright. You used the music. I'm like, it's the same thing that's on YouTube music. How is that like, this button won't work. So I have to make sure I just don't play music. But that'd be good because then everybody could talk and stuff while I drive to the bank. Here in my car, 2010 Mitsubishi Lancer GTS, short for Gran Turismo Sport. Just the trim level that's right under the Evolution. I had a chance to get an Evo, but it wasn't in very good conditions. I was like, I'll take the GTS, I guess. I'd rather like an Evo, but it's an American flag thingy. Oh yeah, I definitely got blonde hair. Probably hard to tell, but yeah. I put the sun on, it shines. You can tell, yeah. I was born with blonde hair, and I usually dye it. It stays blonde because it tries to go brown unless I stay in the sun a lot. But I sweat easily, so I don't like to be in the sun a lot. Remember when I have and I got blue eyes too, so the sun's not the most comfortable. Because of my blue eyes, my eyes are sensitive to the sun and light, so I can't deal with bright lights because it's a little bit crazy like. My hair was so puffy, that's cool. Oh yeah, my hair's always been puffy. Yeah, I remember in high school, also when I was in my high school days, so like 2008 to 12, girls used to love playing with my hair and everything. Then they always would go on and say, oh my god, your hair's so puffy, it's so cute. It's puffy. I remember my ex-girlfriend hated that. But I don't know, they like my puffy blonde hair, I don't know. But I used to tell it, it's like, I don't know, I got blonde hair, so of course girls are gonna like it. Like, a lot of girls like my blonde hair and blue eyes. Because it means It's usually Latin. You don't see a lot of guys with natural blonde hair and blue eyes. Usually rare. Oh yeah. Yep, I got blue eyes. My eyes were, when I was a young kid, my eyes were super bright blue. But yeah, my eyes are blue. They have a little bit of green, like a very tiny little bit, but most of them, yeah, they're mostly blue. They were blue, but then they turned slight green a little bit. But yeah. I have blonde, natural hair and green eyes. Oh, there you go. Brown eyes. There you go. I know, she knows somebody that has brown eyes too. Which is funny too, because nobody in my family had blonde hair or blue eyes. But then again, though, too, in my family, the men are short, and I'm like the tall giant. I'm like, what, just over 6 feet 4 inches. And I think the tallest guy in my family is like about like 5'8" or 5'7". My mother was short. My mother's so short too, so I'm really sure surprised at my. Surprisingly, he was right. But he was good though too. He was a really good pediatrician doctor. I mean, he was good though. I mean, he would tell you how it is. He would tell you the absolute truth, whether it was good or bad. He was really good. I wish he was so sick doctor, so I eventually had to stop seeing him. He was a really good doctor. I really miss him. Most taller than his entire family. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Everybody finds it funny because pictures I'm like the tall giant. So usually in family photos they have to put me like in a different angle in a different spot. So that way I'm not like covering everybody. Because if they were behind me or next to me, it would be like, you know. So usually I have to go like on the side or in the back. Since I'm so tall. Which is funny too, because my biological father wasn't that tall either. No. I don't know how. I remember my mother. I think my mother said he was 6 feet. I think, but I can't remember. I never met my father, so I have no idea. Bro hit the jackpot when he was born. There you go. And Ryan's a foxy. There you go. Okay, just gotta go to the bank real quick and take care of that there money. Just gotta add a little bit stuff. I could do that easily. I mean, I got at least in my pocket like $586. So I'm like, I could put 40. That's not too bad. That's only a little bit. Not too crazy, like. But that's me too. I like to have a lot. I like to have cash because like as my grandfather says, cash just king. I like to pay cash. I have a credit. Technically, I have a credit and debit card. I just don't trust to use card because I just worry about like hackers and crackers and stuff. So basically, like cracker, like someone who cracks into systems to a person, or a hacker is usually done by computer. It's where they infiltrate systems like that, you know, computer. I didn't know that either until my stepfather told me that, and he showed me like the definition. I was like, really? I thought hacking was for both. He's like, oh no, it's a little bit different if it's a person or computer. I was like, oh shit. So that sounds kind of weird. I'm like, okay. It sounds kind of odd to me. What's this? Nissan Rogue. Like Rogue One Star Wars? I like to call it a Star Wars car. Okay, gotta get the cash out. Fishy. There you go. Okay, just gotta throw the cash out and that's oh, that's a drive-through for the banky. Actually, I just gotta put some cash in the bank. My eyes aren't good. Oh, you're all right. You're all right, horsey. Yeah, shower. Yeah, you remember shower right at the bank. It's a bank with a drive-through. I remember you said in the one live stream that that seems kind of lazy, and that England doesn't have a drive-through banks. Oh yeah, that's where the Mac machine ATM. Technically ATM in modern day, but back in the '90s they called them the Mac machines. Those guys, the company Mac owned them, and they sold it, and they changed it to ATM. I'm so used to hearing my Gen X mother saying Mac machines. I used to say it. She's like, this ain't 1996 anymore. We don't call it Mac machine. I don't know. I just thought it sounded kind of interesting. Mac machine. Oh, there's me macaroni and cheese. Ooh. Yeah, because we're not lazy. Well, usually I go inside, but I don't know. My live stream. Problem is, with the live streamers, I can't live stream in the bank because technically it's illegal. So this way I can do it because it's outside, so it's protected because it's in that public space. I just gotta turn it off real quick. ATM is all about conveniences. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. Well, too, Ryan. It's too. So, like, if you had an emergency or you had to hurry up, you go for here real quick, do it. Because sometimes the bank, there's lines in the bank. So if you had to really hurry up like crazy, that actually makes it a lot quicker and, like Jack said, convenient. So I guess it's kind of both for people who are lazy, but also if you really have to hurry up like really fast and you don't have time to wait in line, you can. Most of the time, there's nobody in the Mac machine line to drive for, so you can go in pretty quick. No, that withdrawal, I wish I could withdraw. I wouldn't mind having more cash. Hey, it comes out of the Congress's pocket again. Can I have the cash? Yeah, if a billionaire wants to donate, I'd love that. Aye. Oh, not until tax day. Can't wait for that, though. That'll be fun. That'll get good money. Cat's pajamas. Confirm. Where's my PlayStation 2 wallet? There it is. Convenience. ATM is about convenience, is not lazy. Oh, well, yeah. Let me get sure. Give me your receipt. I didn't ask for it. I really don't want chemicals from the receipt. Not good for the skin. Of course. I did not ask for a receipt. Brother. Oh, yeah. Bollocks. Where's the key? All right. Yeah, I got it. I don't know if I ever showed. I think I showed it in the last stream before. But yeah, my PlayStation 2 wallet. And it's got the little things in there. And away we go. Alright, all aboard. Ozzy Osbourne's got the Crazy Train, and well, I got the Wolf Express. Because it's on like Donkey Kong. It's like they used to say in the 80s. And as they say in Duck Dynasty, and that's a fact, Jack. And there were sayings I can't remember at the moment. Next to us, like more funny. Beep beep punk punk. GMC. I know that stands for Generally Making Crap. Ooh, being that American cars are not very reliable. And it's gonna be a little bit bright with the sun, so if you have that epilepsy problem, just warning you ahead of time. I mean, usually it's flashing lights, but just want to give you a warning ahead of time in case, like me, you have sensitive eyes. My eyes are like, oh, when it comes to bright lights, it's like, oh god, it's too bright. There it is, Tesla the Wesla. It's big fun. They call it goofy names. It's like Tesla, I call it Tesla the Wesla. Hondas, I call Honda the Wanda. Want to make it rain. I don't know why. I heard somebody say someone make it want to rain. I was like, I'm not gonna put that together. It'd be kind of funny. I haven't thought anything for Mitsubishi though. The car I drive. That's hard. That's like such a long name. Kind of like my dog Benny. I say him Benny the Wenny. You know, where's a doggy? Hey, doggy, doggy. It's a pit bull dog. It's like a singer. Let's see whatever car. It's that Mustang. I say Mustang. Let's see what else. I'm trying to think of one for Camaro, but I don't know why. And my grandfather's Silverado, but I don't know. That's a long name too. That's kind of hard. Usually I play music, like I said, if I play music, YouTube will YouTube won't approve of it, and they'll get all in that shit. And they'll do all, it's copyright, you can't do that. We got to prevent people from seeing the video. I'm like, oh. It's weird because the music I play generally, it's on YouTube Music and approved. So I'm like, is it really on YouTube? Because technically it's on your YouTube Music that I can use for shorts. So I'm like, no, you guys are being truthful. I don't know, to avoid all that. Because I want to. I think it's calling me now. Oh. I know you can't wait anymore. I'll text you in a minute. I cannot text you while I'm driving. That is dangerous and kind of stupid. Oh my god. Don't. Phone. I hate when it does that.
You've got mail.
Okay. There we go. Why is it bouncing? Let's see some notifications. Shadowline and Discord. I'll check that afterwards. I can't check that while I'm driving. Yeah, we also have a Discord too, so be sure to check that out too. But Jack Money, he made that too.
You've got mail.
And everything, which is good. And then we have our own little support group and stuff, which works. Corvette. Boom, boom. Corvette is off to the races. Trucky the monkey. There we go. Toyota. I used to have a Toyota. Very reliable. Is that a Scion? I used to have a 2006 Scion TC. Oh, that was nice too. An 06 Scion TC. Oh, that was a nice one. Two-door, factory, small factory wing. What was that? I think it was like 17 or 18-inch wheels, something like that. I measured them once. I measured them once to see. I can't remember what it was though. Just go around the cars. $2.89 for petrol. What? Oh shit! No, go there for gas. That's cheap. $2.89 for petrol in Jersey. That's cheap. Damn. That's the cat's pajamas. That's pretty cheap. I like cheap. Damn. I have to get gas soon too, so I might as well go to that petrol station and get some gas. Aye. That's what I should have added too in the British terms video I did. I should have added petrol. I don't think I added petrol to explain the Americans what that is. Well, I have to do a sequel anyway. I remember Harley Rose. Actually, yeah, you know who that is, Ryan, because she lives not too far from you. Yeah, because she was pretty close to your area. And I remember, what do you call it? Yeah, because she was saying about that, like the British terms. I was like, oh yeah, so I could do that. As my ancestors, the parents of my great grandmother moved from England to the States in somewhere in the late 1800s, I think. It was like late 1800s, early 1900s, something like that. It was sometime before Titanic went to sail when they were trying to sail to America. It was sometime before that. Because remember when they heard about it, they were in America at that point, and then eventually in 1922, they gave birth to my great-grandmother when she was alive. She lived to be 97. She died in 2019, I think, something like that. And stuff like that. And that's what I told her. I was like, oh, yeah, well, I could do that easily. Because I watch plenty of British movies, and I watch BBC sometimes. And stuff like that. So I was like, oh, yeah, so I know a bunch of British terms. Because I've had conversations with British people, they're like, damn, I was like, for American, I'm surprised you knew those terms. I was like, oh, so I watched Doctor Who, I watched a bunch of Doctor Who and the other things I can't remember. I watched the one, well, there's a one movie called Cockneys versus Zombies. I watched that. That movie was fun too. But this English, a British zombie movie, oh, that was a lot. That movie's really good. I like Cockneys versus Zombies. That was kind of funny. That movie was good though. And stuff. And from that, I kind of learned like a lot because usually I'll talk to British people something. Because so now, some like on TikTok, I'll be there like, there's a British too. I was like, oh yes, I know all those terms basically. I mean, there's a few of them I didn't know, but for the most part though, I was like, oh, for the most part, oh yeah, you use the terms like that to be like most like 90% chance are higher I'll know exactly what you're saying and referring to. But that's me too, because I'm trying to study different languages. I'm trying to study Spanish and Italian and Chinese. But that's because I'm on Rednote, and Rednote's owned by the Chinese government. So it's like, it's what people went on to TikTok, what they call TikTok refugees. Or basically on, because the government, the American government tried to ban TikTok, so we went to Rednote, which is, it's kind of like China's version of like TikTok and Instagram put together. And stuff like that. So, and I met, and there's some Chinese people I met there that actually know English. And, some were trying to learn English, so I was teaching them English. They teach me Chinese, so we kind of, help each other to learn the languages, stuff like that. And being I'm on there too, I want to learn the language because I want to, show respect for their country. So, because their country owns the app. So, I want to try to learn. They have Google Translate, so I can translate so if I don't know what, the symbols, I get confused as to the hieroglyphic symbols. So I use, Google Translate and stuff like that to help learn and to help, understand that, oh, they're saying this. Okay, this is what I want to say. Yeah. So I could say, but I actually learn the hieroglyphics. That's the part that I'm struggling with because they have the different, because they're the symbols, which mean they have Asperger's syndrome, just a form of autism. No, I don't have full on autism, but like I said, Asperger's. So, but my Asperger's is high functioning. Since I have a above average IQ. Some reason, I used to do that too, but I used to do it in school because how smart I was too. I would tutor kids who were didn't have disabilities, and I would tutor kids with disabilities. Funny thing too is actually I was tutoring autistic and Down syndrome kids, and I taught them, and they actually learned from me a lot quicker than the actual teachers. It's kind of funny too. My teachers in school are kind of annoying. They because they're teachers, they know more, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I'm teaching autistic kids this complicated stuff, and they're learning it quick. It's like you guys teach them, and because you guys are impatient with me, and you're impatient with them, and it's like, well, that's why they learn quicker. But too, I have similar disabilities too, so I kind of understood what it's like to go through it, and it's hard. But of course, too, this was early 2000s to very early 2010s. There was a different time period back then. Well, and some of our teachers were mostly baby boomers. And then some Gen X, but not a lot, but some Gen X. Stuff. What do you got things to ramble on about? Okay, I can see what Ryan puts on Discord. Reacted to, reacted to what I said. I said this about being nice. Reacted to everyone. Okay. Ah, shit. I don't want the wipers. Damn, I know my wipers. Okay, seriously, enough of the wipers. Okay, what happened to why can't I see anything on the live stream? Okay, that's weird. Now my phone's screwing up and I can't see anybody's messages. Oh, that's annoying. Now I can't see. Oh, it's showing me the live stream, but because of my phone exited out and I didn't tell it to. It's screwing up the live. Yeah, the live stream's a little messed up, and I can't. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to end the live stream. Well, at the end of the live stream, I gotta do some stuff. But yeah, so I'll let you guys know when I go for a live stream again. And those who are just subscribed, welcome to the channel and to our YouTube family. And unfortunately, to say that this phone I can't see the messages. So if you're on Discord, you have to let me know what you said in Discord and stuff like that. But thanks for coming in, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream.